Hello, I'm Caesar, and I got this idea. Every year, I live in the United States. I moved in the United States 15 years ago, and every year I would go and make my vacations in Romania, and I would organize these kind of getaways with my friends over there, getting to the mountains, renting a cabin, um, making a fire, barbecues, going up on the hill, on the top of the hill to the sheepfold, all stuff like that. And every time I would come back into America, and I would envy my friends in Romania, thinking that they can go there at any time, and I have to stay here and work and so forth. Just to find out that actually every year they are waiting for me to come back for to make my vacation in Romania, for me to organize this kind of getaways for them. So this is the idea that I came up with. Why don't I organize such getaways for American people who'd like to have a different perspective about what life is, what kind of openings in life are, and in particular about Romania. Romania, it's an interesting country. It's a small country. It's not really, it's not that important in the world. I mean, it doesn't have a big army or anything like that. It's not a huge country. As a matter of fact, I believe it's pretty much like, I don't know, like Utah or something like that. And I found that there are a lot of misunderstandings about Romania. And it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country, and it has many, many things to offer because not being that developed, a lot of things are still virgin. A lot of villages, we find in the villages people with a great heart who are, saying hi to you as you walk through the road, maybe inviting you for a meal if you're hungry, for instance. And of course, you heard about Dracula and so forth, and the castle. And I wanted to organize something, these kind of getaways, if you wish, to be your guide in Romania, to show you the spirit of Romanian people, not necessarily to get you to see only museums that you can see on your own. You don't need a guide for that. You can just visit them on your own. But I'd like to carry you on places where you cannot go on your own, or might not be that as safe, or you might not be received welcome because you're a stranger, you're a foreigner. And that's why I will be here to open doors for you. I want you to give an experience of Romanian people, to get in contact with the people, to talk with them. Most of them know English. Not perfect, but most of them know English. I want you to get in contact with the real Romanian food, with the real Romanian traditions. There is this village I want you to get you to. It is protected by UNESCO. It is basically it's a village frozen in time. You cannot change anything in that village, or anything you want to change. It has to preserve the atmosphere, the air that village had 200 years ago. And surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, Prince Charles actually bought a couple of properties over there, and actually he's advocating Romania all over Europe. He's telling on all sorts of new newspapers and reportages and stuff like that about the virgin meadows and traditions, things like that. That it will going to give you a different perspective about nature, about connection with other people, a different appreciation for the world. And there is a citadel somewhere a little bit north of that village, which is the only citadel in the southeastern Europe, which dates, I believe, around 1200, year 1200 and something like that. But it's still inhabited today. I mean, people are living there. They go to work and they come back home in that citadel. Go figure. Of course, there is a newer city, but people are living in the old city as well, in the citadel. That's interesting. I found that interesting. We're going to go to a bear sanctuary. It is the largest bear sanctuary, brown bears sanctuary in Europe. It's the second in the world. There is a bigger one here in America somewhere. I forgot exactly where. And we're going to see their bears. Basically, it's not a zoo. They live pretty much on their own habitat. I mean, they don't live in cages. They have like their half of the hill or something like that. And in the mornings, they come to be fed. And we'll be able to see them in real life, how they play, how they fight, how they do whatever they do over there. And they are rescued bears, because in the past, those bears were used to, for tourists to take pictures on the restaurants, on various, attraction points, stuff like that. And they were maltreated many times. I mean, there is a bear over there which was purposefully blinded to not react to the flashes when the tourists would take pictures. It's sad. And those kind of bears were saved, and they are saved. And every month, I would say, there is a new bear which is assigned to this sanctuary, saved from God knows where, what spot from Europe. Anyway, so these are the kind of things that I would like to show you and to guide you through. If anything of what I said sounded interesting to you, let's talk, let's connect, and let's talk a little bit and see if what I'm suggesting, it is, suitable for you or not, if you would find value in what I have to offer or not. Let's have a conversation and see how it goes. Yeah, I hope you like it. Take a look through the website that I wrote, and if anything sparks your interest, let's take a look. Bye for now.